G'day, welcome to another episode of Shit Hotels of Australia. Tonight I'm staying at the Airway Motel in Ascot. It's about a 10-minute cab ride from Brisbane Airport, and whilst it's $140 a night, it's probably at least half what I would have expected to pay in the Ibis Airport Hotel or any other hotel in Brisbane tonight. It's completely ridiculous. It's right underneath the flight path and right next to a railway line, so yeah, we're not expecting too much.
On top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep...
Right, okay, so what have we got? Got a queen bed that looks a bit saggy, a single bed that looks a bit saggy, quite a lot of bench space, microwave, reasonably large fridge, TV, large mirror, a couple of chairs. Now in the bathroom we don't have a fan. That's great, it's not noisy. Okay, so bathroom is fairly standard with a skylight. We've got some cupboards. So we've got an ironing board, some spare pillows and blankets. Got aircon. Okay, so that's about it. This is room 22 at the Airway Motel. $140 a night for this one. So almost $60 more expensive than on Norfolk. Yeah. So this is the pool. Reasonably well maintained. Outdoor eating area. Large barbecue. So listen to the stairs shudder as we walk up them. Oh. I'm a bit worried they're going to crash. It's only 3 minutes after the last plane. Well, as you saw from the sign on the laundry door, you've got to actually get the key from reception, so I'm not going to go down and get the key just to have a look and then take it back again. So we'll just have to hope that if you need the laundry, that it's suitable for use. Right, okay, so it's connected now. It didn't connect before, or it connected but it didn't have any internet. So let's check out the standard Netflix test. And Hyena Road, let's play. Loading. 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 This is not looking good, ladies and gents. And anyone who identifies as something other than a lady or gent. It's good to be inclusive. Okay, that's not looking good. So now I'll check out the TV. It's a Davanti TV. And we've got SBS at least. Oh, we've finally got some connection on Netflix. It took all that time. Anyway, so let's check out what we've got on the TV. Okay, Iceland. Doesn't look like it's got a channel list. got all the 9s. Let's do the big bash test, because if we've got dodgy Wi-Fi then the KO is not going to work. No. We actually we don't even have ABC. It's pretty ordinary. We've got SBS and channel 9. So we've got dodgy Wi-Fi, and we have about 1/3 of the channels we should actually have on the TV. Oh, and by the way, fixed the channel problem, just went back to settings and retuned it. And just as well, because tonight we have the World Cup match between the Matildas and France. It's at the 87-minute mark. It's 0-0. So in this cupboard here we've got some cups, we've got some coffee, biscuits, a toaster and a kettle. And one thing that I did notice, which I'm quite impressed by, is that the glasses have been wrapped, which means that you can be satisfied that they're actually been properly cleaned. I've washed enough glasses in motels to think that people might be a bit worried. And now for the shit hotels of Australia fridge noise test. Reasonably quiet, but as you've already guessed from the number of flights and trains, this is going to be an earplugs night, so it doesn't matter how much noise this fridge makes. One of the good things about the Airway Motel is the number of power points that it has. There's 4 under there, another 4 here, and another 4 by this side of the bed, and then 2 power points here, so you never have to worry about lack of charging capacity. And one of the things that's a little bit irritating is that even though it's got microwave and a nice big space for dining, it doesn't have any plates for cutlery or anything like that. I'll just double check that, but no. So we'll have a look at some of the upkeep issues, and they're not major. You've got up here curtains falling away, you've got a damp spot, some cracking, scuff marks. It's not badly kept, but just sort of gets that hint of owners don't really care a hell of a lot. Even to the bottom of the toilet bowl with the original label that's got a bit Guernsey, and someone sort of tried to remove it, but no one ever really has, to the rusted toilet brush holder, and this bizarre toilet drain ventilation cut straight up through the roof. But I guess the really disappointing thing about staying here at the airport motel tonight is that I did actually cheat a bit. I actually read some of the booking.com reviews, and I was looking forward to the massage parlour out the back, and well, not personally, but and the drug dealers in the other rooms, and the all-night parties going on, and yeah, whilst I'm pretty pleased that none of those things are actually happening, this just seems to be one of the run-of-the-mill shit hotels of Australia that advertises itself a little bit above what it actually is. So, I mean, like, what's it called? The Airway. It's almost 10 k's from the airport, so it's not exactly not exactly close or convenient, and my taxi driver told me to make sure I booked well in advance for a cab tomorrow, because cab drivers don't actually like driving from here to the airport. Not sure why. Yeah, so just a bit disappointing. We love Steve Marsh, but we don't like it when our internet keeps stalling out. Oh dear. Come on.
Today, so let's get aboard our coach. I know I've been calling
That's
it a
better.
bus, but it's...
And that's not. This is just YouTube, folks. This is not high stream Netflix or ABC TV or KO or anything. Constantly stalling out. And we're in the middle of Brisbane. No Norfolk Island excuses here. And as for actually getting to the airport tomorrow, that being a Sunday, I looked at the maps and I found out I'm only actually 150 metres away from Doomben railway station. So I thought, okay, why not catch the train? So I went on the Brisbane Air Train website and checked out and booked a ticket from Doomben to the airport, paid $22, and then after my payment being accepted, my ticket being sent out, it said the first train would be 5 a.m. on Monday morning. I'm leaving Sunday. And terms and conditions. No refunds unless you check the timetable beforehand. So in what state of Australia does a suburban rail line not run on Sundays? Because apparently the train line from the city to Doomben, intersecting at Eagle Junction where I could connect to the air train, the Doomben line doesn't run on Sundays. Well, nice one.
The next morning.
Please allow hot water to flow, as it may take time to reach your room. I let it flow, and I must admit it did take some time. I could have actually had a shower in the time that it took for the hot water to get here, but it eventually did. Not sure where it was coming from. Norfolk Island, perhaps.
What you were expecting to see out of a Torquay hotel bedroom window? Sydney Opera House, perhaps?
I should preface these Fawlty comments by saying that I actually shot this video in August 2023 when I stayed at the Airway Motel, and it appears that the management may well have changed since then. But from around that time, we have this comment from Jessica, who said, "We'll never stay again." And Basil's reply was, "I'm sorry, but saying no to storage your luggage does not make for bad customer service. You were very rude in your emails to us. Not all motels are the same. Some store luggage, some do not." And in December 2023, Zhichao, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, said, "Bad. Many bugs, poor internet, worst dryer." And Basil's comment, "Sorry you did not like your stay. You were in a pet-friendly room, and we get them pest-controlled regularly due to being pet-friendly. You were here for a few days. If you'd informed us, we could have called in pest control and moved you to a new room. Unfortunately, our internet is not great when we are fully booked. Can't help technology. Our dryer is really good if you keep it on the settings that are on the instructions. Otherwise, it will shrink or melt everything, as it's an industrial gas dryer." Now, notwithstanding the fact that the management has changed since August 2023, there was this review in July 2025 from Chris, who said it was a dirty hole. What was bad? Just about everything. What a shithole. We world travelled both domestically and internationally. This will be a memory to share with friends and family of what a poor experience it was. Nothing like the photos or description as stated on booking.com. Very disappointing, bordering on hilarious. And Basil's response, remember this is the new Basil, "It is not a shithole, it just needs work. All rooms are clean with fresh linen and everything you need in it. The price you paid was a budget price. So what did you expect? The Hilton? Or Sydney Opera House, perhaps? You're in one of the rooms that are getting upgraded due to being outdated. So it seems that management might change, but Basil never does. And now it's time for the pirate score.
Drink up me Harley Joe.
So first up, we'll start with cleanliness and upkeep. Well, frankly, the room stank of smoke when I entered. I wasn't even sure I was going to get up those stairs. There were some mysterious spatters on the wall. The tired curtains were very ratty. So for cleanliness and upkeep, 2 stars. Facilities. Had a microwave, a nice big fridge, lots and lots of power plants, which was good, but it had no plates or cutlery. The glasses were wrapped, which was a good sign. But ultimately for facilities, 2 stars. Add-ons. Well, it had a pool, which looked pretty cool. A laundry, which I couldn't actually see, but it had a laundry. Of course, you had to go to reception to access the laundry, so just looking at the reception is not open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. That might be an issue. And the barbecue area was very clean. So for add-ons, 3 stars. Entertainment and Wi-Fi. Well, once I got the initiative to tune into TV, I was able to watch the Matildas and win and get into the semi-finals. TV was quite small. The Wi-Fi was patchy. In fact, it dropped out altogether this morning. So for entertainment and Wi-Fi, 2 stars. Bed and bath. The bed was lumpy. The pillow was good. The hot water in the shower took forever to actually get there. But it was a nice shower in the end. And then the towel rail broke, but I managed to put it back together. So for bed and bath, 2 stars. Service. Well, there was no record of when the room was going to be serviced. But frankly, would you stay there for more than one night anyway? And the check-in, when I did check in, stank of smoke as well. It was efficient, but it was more like, here you go, here's your room, off you go. And then obviously the check-in not being open, no luggage storage, etc. So service, 2 stars.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, here I am in the Virgin Australia Lounge at Brisbane Airport. I didn't actually get to finish the pirate score because the cab arrived really quickly. So where were we? I think we're up to the better than home bonus. Well, you could tell that from when we even checked in that it wasn't going to be better than home. Because it was under the flight path. I mean, what do you expect from an Airway Motel? But it certainly didn't have sound insulation like the Ibis Airport Hotel. So no, it was earplugs in. There was also next to a train line. There was a fair bit of traffic. There wasn't noise from the other guests though. I mean, the reviews suggested there were parties and all sorts of behaviour, but no, there wasn't any. So no, it doesn't get the home bonus. So that's a total of 13 out of 30 for the Airway Motel in Ascot. Not exactly close to the airport, about 9 k's away, but probably as close as you can get. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this one, click like, click subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we didn't do the instant coffee test, so I got 2 coffees here in the lounge, proper coffee. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. See you somewhere, sometime, in a shit hotel in Australia.